Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays RimWorld. Not really much lead-in to have to do to this episode. We lost Bear Taffy on the last one, and Malf's leg got shot off. It's not a good situation. It's not like I'm thrilled with the way that it went down, but it is what it is in the end. Austin is basically like in daycare at this point. Like, Austin is the really smart kid in class who, you know, you give your class of 30 kids an exercise to do. Shield user has ranged weapon. Why are you holding a shield? Drop your personal shield, please. Oh, thanks for cutting the wood, but not hauling it as well. You're actually really fast for rocking this peg leg, though, I gotta admit. And just clean this blood. I don't understand how Mathis... Oh, I guess Mathis has a lot of growing to do, so he's not cleaning as much anymore. That's actually pretty fair. Honestly, Malf's not in that bad of a spot. This might sound like a little shitty of me to say, but I sort of feel like if you have a debuff for being rebuffed by a person who's now deceased, you shouldn't be that bummed out about it. It's like, how can you be mad that a dead person rejected you? At some point, you just gotta get over it, right? I do want to check out, who's idle here? NL. Somebody else is researching. So our wealth is basically back to the peak that it was 40 days ago. That's dangerous because we know that we're going to be attracting better and better raids. And our mood is actually quite high. In the 40s, and it seems relatively good right now. I really have nothing to do. I was gonna, like, just get off the research bench. Cargo pods. So I'm a little concerned. Not excessively concerned, but a little concerned. I do need to, you know, look at the comments for when the last episode goes up and figure out what's going on with these dang animal rooms, or animal zones, I should say. But until then, nothing to worry about. We have a problem with our supply chain. We are creating wood, but we're not actually hauling it back to base. Which is strange to me. But probably actually makes sense when you think about it. Well, let's just see how today goes. This should be research finished, medicine production. I'm actually really stoked about that. Moisture pump turns wet ground dry. I don't know if we need that in our biome. Carpet making allows colonists to build carpets to increase the quality of their environments. We're never going to get the blood out of it, though. Let's go just smithing for now. Or you know what? Let's go malary block production. Seems like that would be sensible. I don't think we're at risk of malaria. We haven't seen any yet, but it seems like the kind of thing that would be good to prioritize. We do... You know what? Malf, you're on cleaning duty, buddy. I hate to say it, but I think that... that's the most sensible. Malf is in a daze, so he's not going to be doing much cooking today. Mathis, unfortunately... I mean, he hauls. This is not the right way to do this, by the way. You harvest one single potato and then walk it back to base. Now I'm understanding the haul problem. Oh, I guess the other potatoes aren't ready. That would explain it. Yeah, they're just close to ready. I mean, they're growing pretty quickly. We have 600 potatoes in storage, and we're still getting a bunch more on the regular here, so... But why are you hauling one stack of steel individually? Is 30 steel like the maximum you can hold? I guess it is. So mostly, I thought you were a bad colonist, Mathis, and now I realize you're not a bad colonist, you're just a weakling. Okay. We have struck compacted steel. But Main Street's still all cracked and broken. Sorry, Mom, the mob has spoken. But yeah, what I was gonna say last episode before that siege started was my voice is a little shot again. You know, jet lag, but also I slept really badly last night. Because of jet lag. That was easy. Let's just get smithing. Let's knock out projects, you know, make hay while the sun's up, right? I went to bed at like 2:30, which is, you know, pretty late, but I make my own hours, so... and then I didn't fall asleep until like 5. And I woke up at 7, and, like, I had an episode of the podcast Radio Lab playing, and the way they edit it made me wake up, and for, like, maybe 45 seconds, I thought that I'd come down with, like, some kind of dissociative personality disorder. Not that I'm stigmatizing mental illness, but I woke up to, like, 8 different voices in my head talking to me about, you know, when does human life actually start, and we grew an embryo in a lab that survived the 14 days, and you can see all the epiblastic cells and stuff like that, you know. And I was like, what? Am I okay? Am I dreaming right now? No, this is real life. The oak tree is 5% grown. I guess we shouldn't chop it immediately then. Obviously, I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to making wood here. We still have low medicine, but that's going to be sorted soon. I'm assuming once we get this heal root out, it's gonna last us a long time. I can't see how many there are right now, but there's got to be like 40. Probably a lot more than 40, actually. Malf is no longer just walking around, which is good. We need to give him his gun back and tell him never to wear a personal shield. Do you just wear... I was gonna say, you wear a personal shield if your melee stat is higher than your range stat. I know that there's been some, like, minor complaints, like, NL, why do you... For your ranged... or for your melee-focused units, why do you give them a gun? Well, the answer is, you know, it's better to just not be hit, I think. A personal shield is relatively safe, but you're still getting up close and personal with enemies, and you're gonna end up in the hospital a lot, I think. So it seems more sensible to me to just have a gun, and then maybe we can do, you know, melee as a last resort or something, but if you had like a 20 in melee, I might feel a little different. So drop this personal shield, and then pick up a gun. Your shooting stat isn't even that bad. In fact, I think it's pretty darn good. So Malf, you know, in his injured state is going to be our primary cleaner, and I think that's fine. Mathis is going to haul. I think it's very inefficient for him to take 30 steel at a time, but if that's the way that he has to live his life, then that's okay. You are going to disturb my sleep, Malf. It's just, you know, life imitates art, I suppose. I think that probably one man is going to be able to, first off, have all that power. But no, one man is going to be able to clean this place. It might take a couple days for it to hit equilibrium, but we're not making, like, new bloodstains daily. Hopefully, that's the idea anyway. Quill is still idle? Am I researching? Why doesn't Quill research? He's meditating, that's not idle. In fact, I find that insulting. Meditation's production in its own way. Oh my god. Did you see that? Malf is putting the moves on Quill. He is plus 100 to Quill. Attempted to woo Quill into a romance. Quill rejected the romance. He hates Austin. We're okay. He likes Mathis. I like Mathis. I mean, we've been living here for a long time. You know, Kate was my sister, but she died. Bear Taffy, we hated each other and he's dead. Pretty good with everybody, actually. Like 50-50 on Austin, but still. Oh man, Austin likes everybody except Malf. But not too many people are, like, huge fans of Austin. Yeah, Austin, you've made a lot of enemies in this colony. I don't know why, though. Like, you're doing a good job. I guess you're just like the Sawyer. If this was going to be Lost, you would be Sawyer. Clean the blood, please. Oh, there we go. Hopefully not such a hideous environment. And honestly, don't feel like this is a, you know, you're not doing a good thing, Malf. You're doing a great job. You know, a clean environment is extremely important in RimWorld for our mental health. You know, cleanliness is next to godliness, man. You know what? I also realized something that we never redid. I guess we'll make it out of limestone? Marble, okay. Something that we never redid in our colony was put plants up. And these are just an easy way to add beauty to, like, every room. That's a medicine stockpile, so I suppose we should move this. Spring has begun, and it is, like, it is real rainy. But that's okay. In fact, why don't we extend this, because we're going to have so much medicine, we might as well. slightly increase the size of this. But we should still put down a plant pod. Hopefully you can still walk over that to treat people. Just because this, again, I don't think it adds impressiveness, but it at least adds beauty to the room. I don't really care what they grow here. They have to grow, I think, what is it called? Not hop root, but something. Dandelions, light root, I can't remember. In the end, it probably doesn't matter too much. The fact that we're getting like one research project done per day is kind of ridiculous. Like that's... It's a foreign concept to me. One colonist is at risk of a minor break. But even then, his mood is pretty good. And he's actually got something to do. I mean, he's just been doing mindless work. Not to say that mining isn't, you know, important. Let's get fire foam, so maybe, you know, we can have an automatic sprinkler system. Not sure if you noticed, but fire has been a pretty negative thing for our colony in general here. But yeah, Austin's just been living his life. You know? He's got a job that he's good at. Malf is cleaning dirt out of a cave. And I think, honestly, mostly it's just important to keep this buddy busy here. So much food. 506 potatoes. I think we ate, like, maybe 100 to 200 potatoes between the harvests, which is indicative of us having a lot of food. And I'm pretty happy with that. I do hate that we kind of suck from a wood standpoint right now. We need wood to build a lot of our production buildings, unfortunately. Malf is going to cook, I assume. He only needs to make one meal. I think 30 is a really nice place to be at. We cook, you know, maybe 10 meals a day, and we have plenty of time to get other stuff done. I really want to harvest this dang heel root. It's so close, right? Like, we're in the 80s or 90s. What's Austin's problem? It's just always the bedroom with this guy. Still, as a result of your tips, we're making great progress here. We ran out of limestone. Oh, you're making art. You're not even stone cutting. I guess that's sweet. We could use some more beauty in our lives, but how much... I'm a little confused here. Daylilies, that's what they're called. What is it? I gotta go check this out. Furniture, limestone, 15? I thought we had 200 blocks, but I was obviously mistaken there. So I'm up. I'm just researching. Not researching too quickly. That's okay. 2 elephant tusks, 3,000 silver. I mean, we did survive this siege, so we probably should, you know, go get 580 steel. Not to mention, like, you know, all this stuff right here. But it's more important, I think, that we just keep our base safe. And our base is running really well right now. You know, it's staying clean as a result of, you know, Malf's amazing work. You getting that raccoon? I mean, this is pretty low priority. I would almost rather research than just get some needless meat, but I set my bed. I made my bed, that's the expression. And I'm gonna lie in it. So I'll spend half a day going to get a raccoon and then butchering it, and hey, we got some raccoon leather out of it at least. Alright. Wealth, that's good. I want wealth to stay the same while we, you know, handle our psyche here. We're actually in the 50s, basically, for mood. And as long as, you know, it's not perturbed, I see no reason that this can't increase. I just want to handle some of our Maslow's hierarchy of needs stuff before we worry about building more buildings and having our wealth pop off. For example, I would really like to harvest this heel root for the first time. And gentle snow. It's a bit of a surprise. We can turn off our heaters soon, but I kind of feel like I got bogged down in min-maxing our power consumption, and we don't need to. Like, we have 8 full batteries. And even if it's not sunny, I think we're generating enough power to run the colony. Where are you going? Harvesting poplar tree. This is fine, just bring the wood back. Why is Malf on a major break risk? Rebuffed? That's it? Quill didn't appreciate your come-on? And as a result, you've rebuffed him? It says 16 wood. 18 wood. There you go. So you can hold 35 wood. At least bring 35 wood back. I would like to get this done. We have so much steel. We have 708 steel and plus another 500 just kind of chilling, waiting for it. But I think this is good, even though this is like, it's appearing to be on the surface a very slow episode. We're getting stuff done, colonists are happy, mood's coming up, Malf continually gets rebuffed and is very displeased as a result. But we're handling our colony appropriately. It's slow growing, but in the background here, even though we might not be making Jim Cramer style mad money, we got the knowledge to get us into college. You know, we've knocked out several research projects this episode alone. And if you combine that with the last couple episodes, we're you know, building a nice curriculum here. A boom rat has become tame. This is terrible news. Probably, you know, make hay while the sun's up, right? Real save 11. And I'm not going to call it anything, but I just want to have a signpost because things are going very well right now. Austin will probably be idle soon. So we should maybe find a place for him to mine. Looking for a place to mine, making stops along the way. Anyway, you get, you know, tragically hip. Maybe we should, here's the thing. It doesn't really seem to make sense to mine out more freezer space. But it does maybe make sense to mine out more stockpile space. Although I worry, as ridiculous as this may sound, I worry about finding gold. But we might as well have Austin do something productive. Although, right, building into the mountains is a bad idea to some extent because it also leads to bug hives. Or it increases the risk of bug hives at least. I don't know. We'll see. We also need, again, like we need to do something about this. This kill box is just not good. We need to have more space. Poison ship, that's really bad. A large piece of an ancient ship has crashed nearby. It's leaking toxic material and will kill all plants in an expanding circle around itself. Destroy it as soon as possible. It may contain exotic materials, computers, even AI personas. This one appears to be poisoning the ground around it. Well, okay, take today off, boys. We're going to save the game. Real save 012, Poison Ship, starring Juliana Margulies. Everybody's awake, which is huge, because we don't have to disturb sleep to do this. Feel like maybe we don't want Malf, just because he's already at a minor break risk, but we're going to go out here and destroy this thing as soon as possible. The fire has stopped. Okay, Malf, go back to base. Maybe I'll regret this. Everybody else, why don't you just fire at the ship? Probably should try to avoid friendly fire. Oh, centipede. That's a centipede. It's got a heavy charge blaster. It's healthy. Is it fast? Are centipedes fast? No, don't run to the centipede. Just fire at it. God, I hate alien planets. Mathis should not have this shotgun. That's my bad. Wow! Is this thing not killable? Hold up. We are hitting it. Occasionally. I mean, we've hit the ship a little bit, but there... Oh my god, we landed a shot on the centipede. Austin has been shot to death. That seems fair. All things considered. We did not get hit there, which is amazing to me. Mental break daze. Malf's in a daze. You're not the one fighting the giant alien, dude! Come on. Come on. Come on. I'm begging you. We're losing our best shooters, man. Bear Taffy was also a good shooter. I guess centipedes don't get dazed. Or incapacitated at all. In the end, I mean, it's a high priority. If we have to lose a colonist to kill this centipede, like, life goes on, I guess. You guys no. Everybody fire at the crashed ship. If we lose a colonist to have this happen, then that's fine. Mathis, you can come over here and take it out with your shotgun. It's gonna take a while. Just accept it. I'd really like to see no more centipedes in the process here. Dope. This thing's dead. Just incapacitated. It's a bummer. I'll just tell you straight up. This is a bummer. Are you actually gonna land any shots on this thing? What's your melee stat at? 4, I don't know. Just, sure, melee attack it to death. How did Mathis get injured? Quill, you're undrafted. Oh my lord. Maybe I shouldn't have even bothered with this. I know that I'm still drafted. I guess I automatically undrafted. Okay, sweet. Eat that alien meat. Equip this sniper rifle. And then go bury Austin. It's gotta be done. We should strip him first, I guess. Like, it's a real bummer that we lost our best offensive colonist. But I kind of feel like, you know, we had to. Well, we didn't have to. We know in the future how to handle that situation better. But, I mean, it was a shitty situation. We took out an alien ship and we only lost one colonist in the process. I think life goes on. Austin was a good miner, but he was also idle a lot. So I can't really complain, I suppose, about, as you know, the way that it went down. Disease, infection. Mathis has gotten sick from infection. Okay, does anybody else grow? It's Mathis and Malf's not in a good spot. So Quill, as much as I hate to admit it, I'd really like you to harvest some heal root. And you're probably gonna fuck it up. But I hope you don't. He didn't! And then treat Mathis, please. Even though you suck at it. Probably. Go treat Mathis. He needs the medicine. The medicine will do the work. Poor result, but at least it's something. Poor result. Disease. Mathis has gotten sick from infection. Malf's at a major break risk. If you put on a personal shield, I swear to God. Oh, you fucker. Malf, you are not a doctor, right? He's not a doctor, but he is a grower. When he doesn't need rest, we need him to get as much medicine as possible. So go eat. Man, Mathis woke up. What are you doing? Malf's sleeping? I guess it is 3 a.m. Mathis, you're the nicest man in the world. He's gonna treat me. And then I'm just gonna eat a meal and completely, you know, not return the favor, apparently. Okay. Oh, shit. No, not a fire in the room with the boomalopes. Okay, so my double grid situation obviously did not work. Quill, Mathis, Malf. Okay. Mathis, extinguish this fire. Quill, extinguish this fire. Fire is reserved by Mathis. Sorry, Quill, you can't put out this fire. Only one person can put out a fire at a time. Well, I mean, the problem's solved. And we are generating... We didn't even lose power. Like, we lost all the power stored in our batteries, but the colonies kept functioning. Hopefully we'll be able to rebuild before our next emergency. So we know there's a disease. Like, there's nothing we can do about that. Quill and Malf are both messed up here. Which, again, is totally fair. What am I doing? Butchering. Butchering a wild boar. Will I grow? And you know what? My growing skill is not as bad as Quill's. So, hopefully when Mathis gets up, is he actually, like, at risk of death? Yeah, he is. We need somebody to harvest this heal root. Malf is going to prioritize, well, eating, which is fair. And that's our timer, but I want to kind of get the situation sorted out, because things have gotten a little worse in this episode, but if it tanks our wealth, maybe that's a good thing. The saga of my opinion of the importance of wealth continues. So sure, yeah, clean up some blood, that seems fair, but also, go harvest this heal root, please. And then, somebody should treat Mathis. Am I a good doctor? I'm a decent doctor. So I'm probably going to want to eat. Oh, there, yeah, treat Mathis. Lovely. We need the medicine. Treat quality was decent. Treat quality was not good. His immunity has gone up, though. I don't think he's going to die. He doesn't have an extreme risk yet. I think that we should be able to just... I mean, I really just want Mathis to be awake so he can harvest the heal root. And then I think we're going to be okay. But let's also... Because I'll forget. Ooh, severe illness. So he is going to have a severe illness. And his extreme infection... He's only at 71% immunity. It's actually not that good. Okay, so you've harvested. That's fine. What are you talking... Just... Prioritize... Oh, I'm not a doctor. Wait, no, I am a doctor. Why can I not... I want to treat Mathis. Anyway, we got a little medicine. I guess I'm going to save it here. Little dicey. I think we might lose Mathis, but now we know how not to deal with a poison ship, and how you don't deal with it is just shoot at it endlessly. But for now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. New episodes of RimWorld come out every single day at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. For now, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Subscribe if you want to see more easily in the future, and I'll see you next time.